How
much competitive fire do you still expect to see come out on Sunday?
I expect to see everything. In our eyes, we're still playing for, a lot. 10 wins, just the opportunity to start this year off the right way leading into next year. So I feel like we're going to come out and play as we should.
What's it going to mean for you, I guess, to go back there and play the Rams down there?
To be honest with you, like that stuff is like far beyond me. Like, wish it was for something. But like I said, I'm going to go out there, play this last game with this group of guys who welcomed me in so graciously. So I'm just thankful to have the opportunity to go out there and play again.
You've said how much you like it here. Your coaches said how much he loves you here. Did they get any indication to you that they want to keep you?
Yeah, I think words and all of that is kind of the same. Everything's going that way. Coaches, like me here, I love it here. I would love to be here. But as far as like extension or free agency, I'm kind of just letting my agent handle it, letting the organization handle it, and hopefully, we get something done so I can be around.
And so important is being consistent. This is the third year, you've been over 100 tackles. Just how important is being consistent in your game and who you are as a leader?
I think that's something I pride myself on. Each week I want to be the most consistent player on that defense. Each week you know what you're going to get out of me. From a tackle perspective, I like to hit people. So flying around, running down people, tackling is something that I just enjoy to do. And I've been blessed to have 3 consecutive years of 100-plus tackles. So, for me, hopefully I keep it going. But consistency is something I pride myself on, making sure that whatever team I'm on, when I line up, that you're gonna get my best and the best out of me.
DK said he could see the impact that Bobby Wagner made on you, and that you've talked about that.
Yeah.
What did you take from Wagner?
Oh, for sure. I've always said my career's been crazy, but it's been a blessing in every way. But Bobby, man, just the way he and it wasn't really like things that were telling me, the way he showed me and the way he went about his business, and I admired that. That's something that I wanted to, be like, of course, and he's one of the greats in this game. So, of course, I wanted to model my way after him, but, man, he was great. Leadership, everything, you name it, he was great.
You played with Leo half a season now. What impresses you most about watching him work in front of you?
He's a dog, man. Like, to be as big as he is and to do the things that he does is insane to me. The way he can play the run, get off, rush the passer, man, hold up 2-3 blocks at a time. It makes my life so much easier playing behind him, Murph, Jay Reed, Hank. So Leo's a dog, man, and he's been doing it for a while, and finally people are starting to recognize and see how really good he is.
That group has had a lot of success getting to the quarterback, but the Rams have, I think, kept their quarterback clean the last 5 games. What is it that they're doing up front protection-wise or with that scheme?
I think, when you got a quarterback like Matthew, he's very decisive, gets the ball out quick. He knows where he's going. You can't really, mask anything when playing him because he knows it all. So I think that's where it comes from, just getting the ball out quick, being decisive in his decisions, and if he does have to hold on to the ball, he does a great way of escaping the pocket when he needs to. So I think that's been one big thing that I've seen that's kept Matthew clean and that they've done as a group to keep him.
What's this whole?
With Garoppolo this week, because I think they've said that.
I'm sure to change. I think what's going to change is who's protecting him. So it's a matter of that. Who's protecting, how well they do. That's going to determine a lot.
These last few months for you personally, what's it been like, kind of settling into a new city for the second time in 5 months, whatever it's been?
Man, honestly, it's been. Hate to use hell, but that's one way to describe it. It's been crazy. Been a whirlwind of emotions for me these past couple months, having to move my family back and forth, just seeing my family have to stay in hotels for months at a time. It's been rough for me. So I'm excited that, that this is the last one. I wish we were going further, but I'll say, I need some decompressing time, honestly, if I'm being real with you.
I know a lot of the reflecting will happen next week, but kind of going into next season with the improvements that this defense have made, what's kind of your biggest reasons for like optimism for this defensive group going forward?
I think for me, this defense group, man, just the way we come to work, even today in the walkthrough, how focused guys were, even with it being our last week, guys were focused, and I'm just very optimistic about, if we take this year as a learning experience. We played well, didn't play well enough in certain spots, but hopefully we're going to be a 10-win team, just short of the playoffs. I think we use that coming to next year, coming to OTAs with kind of chip on our shoulder that we were one of those teams that we think and we know we should be in it, but we didn't handle business well in those right moments. So let's fix those things, let's correct those things, and let's start working towards where we're a playoff team for sure, and we don't have to fight for a playoff spot. And I think, that learning experience going through this, I think that's going to help us out.
Was it tough coming back to work at all on Monday? I mean, knowing that the stakes and everything had changed, or?
I wouldn't say it was tough. No, the situation is what it is. We can't. They won their game and they had games fall in their lap and go their way. So they won the division and that will put us out. But for us, I think everybody is taking that as a learning experience, and we don't want to keep it in nobody else's hands again.
Mike McDonald mentioned that you guys can't let outside forces or circumstances dictate your mentality, how you play. So that's soft, actually.
Right, yeah.
Why do you think that's important for setting a standard in a culture?
I mean, that's the standard. If we sit here as a defense and say, death zone, what we're trying to accomplish, it can't be like situational. It's got to be every week. Although we are out of the playoffs, this is our last game, let's leave our brand, our style of football on a high note. And I think that's just where that comes from. Like, we got another game, regardless of what it's for, what it's not for. We got to go out there and as men play for that name on the back of your jersey, but also that Seattle, Seahawks logo too. So.
Anything else?
Good.